All right, all praises to the Most High. You are live and direct once again with your Akazaki Yahoo. As always, I'm giving all praises, honor, and great esteem unto the Most High Power, Yahuwah Bashem, Hamashiach, Yahushua, and to the 12 tribes of Israel who are scattered to the four quarters of the earth. I say Shalom, Wa Baruchim, that is peace and blessings. And I cannot wait to the day when the Most High brings us back together and we are once again 12 tribes, one family, one nation, under the Most High Power, under one covenant, back in our own land with a heart of flesh and no more a heart of stone, with our enemies, our adversaries, and all those who hate us under our feet. All praises to the Almighty Yah. Hallelujah. All right, family. So we are back again with another impactful video. Before we get to that, I want to implore you, I want to beseech you to pray with us. Pray with us, saints, children of Israel, scattered to the four quarters of the earth. Pray with us. We need you praying with us. All right? AOI brothers, we need you praying with us. All right? All praises to the Most High. I'm going to go over this again. I'm going to keep going. I'm going to keep doing this. I'm not going to give up. I'm going to beseech you to pray with us. We're asking you to pray no less than 3 times a day. In the morning when you wake up, before dinner time, and before you go to bed. We need you praying with us. Light your incense that you got, the natural incense, the frankincense and myrrh. Hazan says that your prayers, the incense, are the prayers of the saints. All right? I need you doing your conventional prayer, your normal prayer, praying to the Most High, thanking the Most High, praising the Most High, extolling the name of the Most High, lifting him up, and then asking forgiveness for your sins, your transgressions, your iniquities, anything you have done that is not like him, asking him to create in you a clean heart and renew the right ruach on the inside of you. All right? And then, at that time, you want to confess the sins of our ancestors, those that came before us, that moved Yahuwah to wrath, the Most High to wrath, and caused him to scatter us among these nations. All right? So we want to add that to the prayer. Then we want to pray for our people, our nation, Israel, scattered to the four corners of the earth. We want to pray for their well-being. We want to pray for their provision. We want to pull out for all of their needs. And I always leave the desires up to the Most High, according to his will, whatever the desires of the hearts of the people are, because he knows better than that than I do. But that's when you can start bringing in this particular prayer. You done prayed for your people. You done prayed for your nation. You done prayed for your community. You done prayed for your children, your household, those near to you, those far from you. Now you can bring these prayers in. Psalms, Telahim, chapter 25, verses 2 through 7. Telahim, chapter 31, verses 17 through 21. Luke, chapter 1, verses 68 through 75. And also Ecclesiasticus, or Sirach, chapter 36, 1 through 17. And finally, we close it with 2 Maccabees, chapter 1, 24 through 30. Those are the prayers we need you sending up to the Most High. Why are we imploring you to? Why am I beseeching you, begging you to pray so often? Because Luke chapter 18 and verse 1, Hamashiach teaches us something that we have probably overlooked all of this time, all of these years. But I'm going to show you what Hamashiach was teaching us that we possibly overlooked. Luke chapter 18 and verse 1, and he, this is Hamashiach, spake a parable unto them to this end, that men ought always to pray and not to faint. So we have to pray, and we cannot faint or give up or fall over and not pray. Saying, who is saying this? This is Hamashiach. These are red letters. This is a parable that he was teaching. There was in a city a judge which feared not the Most High, neither regarded man. So this particular judge, this is not a court judge as you know today. This is a judge such as Gideon was a judge, such as Shimshon was a judge, such as um, the various other judges we had, Deborah, um, and other judges who judged Israel and gave righteous understanding. This is that type of judge. All right. So this judge is not a righteous judge. This judge is a wicked judge because this judge does not fear the Most High, neither does he regard man. Verse 3. And there was a widow in that city, and she came unto him is the judge or the governor. This judge is more like a governor, by the way, saying, avenge me of my adversary. So she's asking the judge, the governor, to avenge her of her adversary. And he would not for a while. But afterward, he said within himself, though I fear not the Most High, nor regard man. So he don't fear the Most High, he don't regard man. He knows this about himself. Yet, because this widow troubleth me, because she troubleth me, guess what? I will avenge her. I will do what she's asking me. Least by her continual coming, she wearies me. So he would rather resolve the matter, resolve it, and avenge her than to have her weary him because he don't want her to weary him. All right? Understand what he's saying here. And the master said, hear what the unjust judge said. So this unjust judge said, I would rather just resolve this matter than to have her constantly coming to me and wearying me. Verse 7, look at what he's teaching us here. And shall not the Most High avenge his own elect, which cry day and night unto him, though he bear long with them? Won't the Most High do this and then some? Even though he's been long suffering with us, we've been here 400 plus years and we've been going through it. It's been ups and it's been downs and it's been hard times and harder times. And it's gotten, seemed like a little bit more lax. And then it got worse. And now we're in the worst. We're in the worst time. Let's see what Hamashiach is teaching us here. I tell you that he will, this is the Most High, he will avenge them. Who is them? The elect. And how will he avenge us? Speedily. I'm not counting myself as the elect. I'm just counting myself among the children of Israel. And the Most High will avenge us speedily. Nevertheless, he leaves us with a question. Watch this question. Nevertheless, when the Son of Man come, shall he find faith in the earth? So he asking a question. When he shows up, is he going to find faith in the earth? Well, what faith is he looking for? He's looking for your faith. He's looking for my faith. And that what he just taught us here, are we going to adhere to this? Are we going to trust the Most High? Are we going to pray to the Most High? I'm telling you, we better, because we can't fight this enemy hand to hand, fist to fist, or even, and sure not bullet to bullet, because he got way more bullets. He got way more. And we know if we were in a hand to hand fight, it probably wouldn't even be a fight. We'd have been in rulership. Not probably, wouldn't even been a fight. We'd have been in rulership because we run all the real stuff, but the fake stuff that he do is what keeps him ahead. We would have been taking over and running this whole earth outside of that. But with the weapons and with the Air Force and with the navies and with all of these things that they have and all the numbers that they have, with us being scattered among these nations, scattering weakens us. But guess what's not weak with us? The Most High is never weak with us. He can send revolution to us easy, quickly, speedily, as Hamashiach said. So we need you praying 3 times a day. In the morning when you wake up, before dinner, before bedtime, get your natural incense, frankincense and myrrh. Light them on fire. Let them burn. Send up your prayers and add in Telahim 25, 2 through 7, Telahim 31, 17 through 21, Luke chapter 1, 68 through 75. Also, Ecclesiasticus or Sirach chapter 36, 1 through 17, and ended off with 2nd Maccabees chapter 1, 24 through 30. And that, if you pray with me and I pray with you, watch the Most High make things all right for us. Watch him put things properly for us in proper perspective. All right. So what I'm going to do now is we're going to get to this video, this lesson, this wonderful lesson from my dear Adawan from Chosen Seed, the Chosen Seed, Detroit, Michigan. All right. This is Adawan YaaQob from Chosen Seed. The name of this lesson is Beauty and the Spread of Sin. All right. He goes deep on this. So get your notepad, take down these scriptures, and have them so you can review them, because he's this is the brother who precept you for real deal. So enjoy the lesson. Here we go.
How's everybody feeling? With our hands. All right, this is called Beauty and the Spread of Sin. Beauty and the Spread of Sin. When you hear that title, what anything come to mind? You say Genesis 6? Yep. So beauty and the spread of sin. So we're going to see some things, and we're going to figure out the birth of sin and how it got here and how it actually spreads out to the rest of the world. How y'all think it spread? How you think it got here and how you think it spreads out? All straightforward questions, no tricks. So Adam and Eve didn't know the word of Yah? So Adam and Eve didn't know the word of Yah? Okay. We'll see exactly how it goes out into the world. So again, beauty and the spread of sin. Let's get me Proverbs 31:30. Proverbs chapter 31 and verse 30.
The book of Proverbs, chapter 31 and verse 30. Favor is deceitful.
What is it?
Favor is deceitful.
Favor is deceitful. Read.
Beauty is vain.
What is it?
Beauty is vain.
And beauty is vain. What would make beauty be vain? What makes beauty? Why does he say beauty is vain? It gives you what? Self-glory? Okay. Somebody else said something else. Only lasts for so long. So what does vain mean? Emptiness. So if it means emptiness, nothingness, why does everybody want to be it? Gives you attention, right? Okay. Feeds the the thing inside of you. So again, it says that beauty is vain. It's nothingness, right? Read that one more time.
Favor is deceitful, and beauty is vain. But a woman that fears Yahuwah.
But a what?
A woman that fears Yahuwah.
Notice what the beauty, or who the beauty is linked to. Who is it linked to? A woman, right? I want y'all to keep that in mind. Keep that in mind. So it says, favor is deceitful and beauty is vain, but what?
But a woman that fears Yahuwah, she shall be praised.
She shall be what?
She shall be praised.
She shall be praised. What if the woman of Yahuwah doesn't, quote unquote, look beautiful to man's eyes? Which one is more likely to be praised? The beautiful one or the one that don't fit your standard of beauty? Which one? But here he tells us that the one that fears Yah is to be greatly praised. Something has went wrong. We're going to see. Let's get Proverbs 6:23.
The book of Proverbs, chapter 6, at verse 23. For the commandment is a lamp, and the law is light, and reproof of instruction are the ways of life, to keep you from the evil woman.
Keep you from what?
From the evil woman.
From the evil woman. Now, how would you think the evil woman would look in appearance? What'd you say, Nate? So she wouldn't look like a monster. Okay. Read.
To keep you from the evil woman, from the flattery of the tongue of a strange woman. Lust not after her beauty.
Do what?
Lust not after her beauty.
It says, lust not after her beauty. Why does he got to say that? Why does he need to write a whole proverb about this? What's the purpose of him having to write this? Read on.
Lust not after her beauty in your heart, neither let her take you with her eyelids.
Let her take you with what?
With her eyelids.
Why does it mention specifically her eyelids? So I want y'all to keep in mind who this beauty is linked to. We're going to find out where it comes from. We're going to find out the origin of it. What verse you at? Finish that out.
For by means of a whorish woman.
What type of a woman?
A whorish woman. A man is brought to a piece of bread.
He's brought to what?
A piece of bread.
So this woman can take you from the heights to the depths in a second. So we're going to leave this for a minute and we're going to get back to it. So we're going to see that Yah uses many, many metaphors, phrases, and assemblies in his book. So let's get into one. We're going to come back to the beauty. We're going to see how this beauty all plays out in a minute. Let's get Galatians chapter 5, verse 9.
The book of Galatians, chapter 5, at verse 9. A little leaven leavens the whole lump.
A little what?
A little leaven leavens the whole lump.
Read.
I have confidence in you through the master that you will be none otherwise minded.
So he says that a little leaven leavens the whole lump. What does that mean? A little sin, that's all that it takes. So leaven in this instance is compared to sin, but what is the product that leaven is found in? What is it? No, in bread. Where does bread come from? And what is it? Flour. We don't say flour. There's a certain type of flour that's written on the pack. It's got something written on it. But what does yeast do? It calls self-rising, right? So when you hear something self-rising, what should come to your mind? Pride. Pride. So here he's using a metaphor about pride and showing you if you don't contain it, that just a little bit of it gonna spread throughout. It's like the bad apple. You put the one bad one in there. If you don't take it out, it's gonna soon spread throughout, and it's gonna ruin everything that it comes in contact with. This is what he's trying to get across in this metaphor that he's telling us with this. So a little leaven leavens the whole lump. We talking self-rising. All right? Keep this in mind, self-rising. Luke chapter 14, verse 11. Luke 14 and 11.
The book of Luke, chapter 14 and verse 11. For whosoever exalts himself.
So who said what?
So whosoever exalts himself.
So if you exalt yourself, what is that? That's the self-rising. Because you are exalting self. Self-rising. I want you to keep this in mind. Got to follow along with me. Self-rising. He said, whosoever exalts himself. Read.
Whosoever exalts himself shall be abased.
Shall be what?
Shall be abased.
What does this abase mean? It means to be brought down. It's gonna bring you down. It's to bring you down and to humble you. I want you to keep this in mind. Let's get Colossians chapter 1, verse 16. Colossians 1:16.
The book of Colossians, chapter 1 at verse 16.
So I want y'all to picture a perfect world where there's no sin at. Try to go back into your mind and picture this. Colossians 1:16. Go ahead.
Excuse me. Colossians 1:16. For by him were all things created that are in Shamayim and that are in the earth, visible and invisible, whether they be thrones or dominions or principalities or powers. All things were created by him and for him.
So it lets us know that Mashiach created everything that you can see that's visible and the invisible things. He created them all, every bit of it. Genesis chapter 1, verse 31. Let's see what he thought about his creation after he finished creating it.
Genesis 1:31. And Elohim saw everything that he had made, and behold, it was very good.
It was what?
It was very good.
So he says right here, everything that he just created, what he told us in Colossians, he created thrones, principalities, whatever it be, thrones in heaven, the things that are seen or unseen. Here in Genesis 1:31, he says that everything was not only good, but it was very good. So if everything was good, how does this take place? Genesis chapter 3, verse 1.
Genesis 3:1. Now the serpent was more subtle than any beast of the field.
He was what?
More subtle than any beast of the field that Yahuwah Elohim had made. And he said unto the woman, yeah, have Elohim said, you shall not eat of every tree of the garden? And the woman said unto the serpent, we may eat of the fruit of the trees of the garden, but of the fruit of the tree which is in the midst of the garden, Elohim have said, you shall not eat of it, neither shall you touch it, lest you die.
And what does he say?
And the serpent said unto the woman, you shall not surely die.
You shall what?
You shall not surely die.
So all of a sudden, a being shows up in the garden. Is he still good? Is he good right here? No, because he just showed up and accused Yah of being what? He just showed up and accused Yah of being a liar. He says, Yah said, if you eat from this tree, you're going to die. He just told him that you shall not surely die. So how did he become bad? Because he just told us that everything was very good. And all of a sudden, this guy shows up and becomes the accuser. So we see that he accusing Yah of being a liar to them, trying to show that Yah is trying to hold him back. But he also accuses man to Yah. In the book of Job, he told Yah, the only reason that Job worships you and follows you is because of what you do for him. But if you stop doing it, he'll curse you to your face. So he's the accuser both ways. He comes and tries to get you. This is the first two-faced person or being in the book. So again, he now comes down and accuses Yah of being a liar. And this lie is to put a wedge or sow discord between Yah and his creation. Can y'all see that? He's causing discord with his actions, with this lie that he's telling. So all of a sudden, he's bad. Proverbs chapter 6, verse 16 to 19.
The book of Proverbs chapter 6 at verse 16. These 6 things does Yahuwah hate.
Does he what?
Does he hate?
Read.
Yeah. 7 are an abomination unto him. A proud look.
What type of look?
A proud look.
A proud look. Remember we was talking about the self-rising. Read.
A lying tongue.
What did he just show up in the garden and do? He just showed up and lied. Read.
And hands that shed innocent blood.
And do what?
That shed innocent blood.
Because Adam and Eve are innocent at this very moment. Read.
A heart that devises wicked imaginations.
So he came in there with a plan to cause them to go astray. Read.
Feet that be swift in running to mischief. And a false witness.
And a what?
A false witness.
So he just gave a false witness on Yah's character. And these are the things that Yah's hate. So the serpent shows up and does everything that Yah hates.
Finish that out, 19.
Go ahead.
A false witness that spreads lies.
That does what?
That spreads lies.
That spreads lies. So he just came into the garden some kind of way and causes Yah's character to be brought into question, to make you think that he is hiding something from him or from them. So again, we're looking at this creation. Let's go back, Genesis 3, verse 1.
The book of Genesis, chapter 3 and verse 1. Now the serpent was more subtle than any beast of the field.
So this word serpent here is actually a triple entendre. In a lot of translations right here, it's directly translated as the shining one. But it also means serpent, shining one, and it means to divine. If you go into the other word, it means divination. So it's all three in this one word: divination, shining one, and serpent. Keep this in mind. Ezekiel 28. Let's see how he got in the garden. Matter of fact, let's get 2 Corinthians. Second Corinthians 11 and verse 14.
The book of 2 Corinthians, chapter 11, at verse 14. And no marvel, for Shaitan himself is transformed into a malachim of light.
Into what?
Into a malachim of light.
So here he says he is transformed into an angel of light. But he really is the ruler of the darkness, the prince of darkness. But here it says that he can transform himself into an angel of light. So if he transform himself into an angel of light, would you be afraid of him? You wouldn't, right? Because he's taking the threat away. Remember, we don't associate beauty with evil. It's the opposite way around. We say, y'all don't like ugly, right? But we're going to see something. So right here, he says he's transformed into an angel of light. Remember that Genesis 3 and 1 says the shining one, light. But it's really darkness. Ezekiel 28, 13.
The book of Ezekiel, chapter 28 and verse 13. You have been in Eden.
You have been where?
You have been in Eden.
Where did the serpent show up at? In the garden. He showed up in Eden. Read.
The garden of Elohim. Every precious stone was your covering.
Every what?
Every precious stone was your covering.
So he's given us his appearance. He says every precious stone was his covering. So I want you to imagine all of these stones all over him, plus his light that's emanating from him. Try to picture this. Read.
You have been in the garden. You have been in Eden, the garden of Elohim. Every precious stone was your covering. The sardis, topaz, and the diamond, the beryl, the onyx, and the jasper, the sapphire, and the emerald, and the carbuncle, and gold, the workmanship of your tabrets and of your pipes.
So he has musical instruments created within him. So he's looking brilliant. He's dazzling. Try to get this in mind. He's dazzling, sparkly, and he got music playing on him. Read on.
The workmanship of your tabrets and of their pipes was prepared in you in the day that you were created. You are the anointed cherub that covers, and I have set you so.
So in the Septuagint, it lets you know that he's not one of the cherubs. He's with the cherubs. He actually is a seraph. Read that one more time.
You are with the anointed cherubs that cover, and I have set you so.
I have what?
Set you so. You were upon the set apart mountain of Elohim. You have walked up and down in the midst of the stones of fire.
So it lets us know again that he was there. You have walked among the stones of fire. It just mentioned the stones that it's speaking about. Read.
You were perfect in your ways.
You were what?
You were perfect in your ways.
Just like the creation. He says, everything that I created, it was good. It was not only good, it was very good. Here it says that he was perfect in his ways. Just like the creation, perfect in his ways. Read.
You were perfect in your ways from the day that you were created till iniquity was found in you.
Till what?
Iniquity was found in you.
All of a sudden, iniquity was found in you, but he was perfect at first. What happened to turn you bad, to bring iniquity within you? We're going to keep reading and see. Read.
Your heart was, Your heart was lifted up.
What happened?
Your heart was lifted up.
Oh, something about that flower has taken place, right? Self-rising has happened. Go ahead.
Verse 16, by the multitude of your merchandise, they have filled the midst of you with violence.
They have done what?
Filled the midst of you with violence.
It says they have filled the midst of you with violence. So I want you to keep in mind that this is a violent being. He's not only dazzling and spectacular, his aura is magnificent. He has majesty, but on top of that, he's very violent. I want you to keep this in mind. He's very violent. Read that verse one more time.
By the multitude of your merchandise, they have filled the midst of you with violence.
With what?
Violence.
So all of his children, we're going to see his children are violent. They have no accountability. They won't take accountability. So law first mention of the word violence. Hold that. Get Genesis chapter 6, verse 11.
Genesis 6 and 11. The earth also was corrupt before Elohim.
It was what?
Corrupt before Elohim.
Read.
And the earth was filled with violence.
Filled with what?
Violence.
It was filled with violence. Remember, all of his children are going to be filled with violence. I want y'all to remember that. Let's go back. Ezekiel 28, verse 17.
Verse 17. Your heart was lifted up because of your beauty.
Because of what?
Because of your beauty.
What did it tell us in Proverbs about beauty? It was empty. It was vain, meaning nothingness, right? But in Proverbs, who was the beauty linked to? To who? To the woman. But this person is before the woman. So does he have the woman's characteristics, or do women have his characteristics? We're going to see. Read that one more time.
Your heart was lifted up because of your beauty.
Because of what?
Of your beauty.
So far we have a being who is spectacular. He's sparkly. He's glowing. He's wise, smart. He's violent, and he's beautiful. And he understands how to use the beauty. So we're going to go to law first mention of beauty. Let's go to Esther, chapter 1. Law first mention with beauty. And let's see something. Beauty is vain, and be not taken by her eyelids and her looks. Esther chapter 1, we're going to pick it up at verse 7.
The book of Esther, chapter 1 and verse 7. And they gave them drink in vessels of gold.
This is the story of King Ahasuerus. This is Mordecai, Haman, and the rest of them. This is this story. Read.
And they gave them drink in vessels of gold, the vessels being diverse one from another, and royal wine in abundance, according to the state of the king. And the drinking was according to the law. None did compel, for so the king had appointed to all the officers of his house, that they should do according to every man's pleasure. Also, Vashti, the queen, made a feast for the women in the royal house.
So at the same time he is organizing his dinner to happen, his wife Vashti. Y'all know what Vashti means? It means beautiful. Her name actually means it. So Drew Hill made that song about her. Her name means beautiful. Keep that in mind. Read.
Also, Vashti, the queen, made a feast for the women in the royal house, which belonged to the king Ahasuerus. On the 7th day, when the heart of the king was merry with wine, he commanded Mehuman, Biztha, Harbonah, Bigtha, and Abagatha, Zethar, and Carcass, the 7 chamberlains that served in the presence of Ahasuerus the king, to bring Vashti the queen before the king.
To do what?
To bring Vashti the queen before the king.
So all he wants to do is bring his beautiful wife out in front of the people so he can show her off. Is that like a bad thing? Or is that a good thing? It's a good thing, right? He wants to show off his wife to the people. Not a hard commandment, right? Read on.
To bring Vashti the queen before the king with the crown royal.
With the what?
With the crown royal.
She had that little purple bag with the liquor in it. With the royal crown. Read.
To show the people and the princess her beauty.
To do what?
To show the people and the princess her beauty.
To show the people and the princess her beauty. So all he's asking is to bring Vashti out so I can show people how beautiful my wife is. Read.
For she was fair to look upon.
For she was what?
For she was fair to look on.
So what does fair mean? Beautiful, right? Keep that in mind. Read on.
But the queen Vashti refused to come at the king's command by his chamberlains. Therefore was the king very wroth, and his anger burned in him.
So why do you think Vashti, what would make her believe that she don't gotta come? What are we talking about? But what's causing her pride? The beauty. That's what's causing it. Read.
Then the king said to the wise men, which knew the times, for so was the king's manner toward all that knew the law and judgment. And next unto him was Karshina.
Jump down to verse 15.
Verse 15. What shall we do unto the queen Vashti according to law?
What shall we do to Vashti? Because she don't want to come before the king. She don't want to obey the command that he just set forward. Now he's trying to figure out what are we going to do with Vashti. Read.
What shall we do unto the queen Vashti according to law, because she have not performed the commandment of the king Ahasuerus by the chamberlains. And Memucan answered before the king and the princes, Vashti the queen has not done wrong to the king only.
She has what?
Not done wrong to the king only.
So it was wrong what she did. It says she is not only wrong the king, but who else?
But also all the princes.
All of what?
All the princes.
So what she did is a great offense to the whole kingdom. Read.
And to all the people that are in all the provinces of King Ahasuerus. For this deed of the queen shall come abroad unto all women.
It shall do what?
Shall come abroad unto all women.
So if we don't do something about this, what she just did, it's going to spread throughout the whole kingdom. Read.
So that they shall despise their husbands
They
in their eyes.
shall do what?
Despise their husbands in their eyes.
Read.
When it shall be reported, the king Ahasuerus commanded Vashti the queen to be brought in before him, but she came not. Likewise shall the ladies of Persia and Media say this day unto all the king's princes, which have heard of the deed of the queen. Thus shall there arise too much contempt and wrath.
Too much what?
Contempt and wrath.
So if we let this thing go, she's going to spread contempt and wrath throughout my kingdom. Read.
Verse 19, if it please the king, let there go a royal commandment from him, and let it be written among the laws of the Persians and the Medes, that it be not altered, that Vashti come no more before King Ahasuerus, and let the king give her royal estate unto another that is better than she.
That is what?
That is better than she.
So because she couldn't follow this simple commandment, what does this cause her? This caused her to lose her position because of her beauty got in the way and caused her to be kicked out of her cushy spot. And he had to stop this thing from spreading. Finish that out.
And when the king's decree,
I think he was at 19.
Yeah, 19. If it please the king, let there go a royal commandment from him, and let it be written among the laws of the Persians and the Medes, that it be not altered, that Vashti come no more before King Ahasuerus, and let the king give her royal estate unto another that is better than she. And when the king's decree, which he shall make, shall be published throughout all his empire, for it is great, all the wives shall give to their husbands honor.
So they shall do what?
Give to their husbands honor.
All the wives shall give to their husbands honor. He made this into law. Read.
Both great and small. And the saying pleased the king.
It did what?
It pleased the king.
And this saying pleased the king. So they made a law out of this. Let's go back. We see that what beauty is actually doing and causing. Let's go back. Ezekiel 28. Verse 17.
Ezekiel 28 and 17. Your heart was lifted up because of your beauty.
Because of what?
Because of your beauty.
Your heart was lifted up because of your beauty. This is the first narcissist. He falls in love with himself. He now believes because of his beauty and because of his dazzling aura and display that he is just as good as Yah, if not better. So we're going to see that all his children are the same way. They don't take accountability. They don't take blame for anything. So once he becomes this, just like Vashti, what you got to do? You got to get him out. Because if I don't get you out of here, you're going to spread your filth around to everybody else. Everybody else going to get what you doing. So I got to get you out of here just like we got Queen Vashti out. All right? So again, he's a narcissist. We can't let this spread to the rest of the angels and he's going to mess them up. I want again to see that this guy is beautiful, he rich, he powerful, and he is violent. Keep these things. So now once he get kicked out from up here, remember he's got, or the woman has the same type of characteristics. When a woman is scorned, what does that mean? What does it mean when they say that a woman scorned? Hell what? Hell has no fury. So the woman that's scorned, what is her actions now? What would she be trying to do to her husband or lover or whatever? What would she now be trying to do with him? How would she get back at him? Destroy his name, anything that he's doing. So now, in the garden, he can't do anything to Yah himself. So if I can't do nothing to Yah himself, what do I go after? I go after his creation. This is why he shows up in the garden bad and doing what he's doing. That's why I linked us all the way back and told you that he was in the garden of Yah. So now he leaves from the mountain of Yah, comes into the garden, he get kicked out from there, comes in here, and now he's trying to destroy Yah's creation. He's trying to turn everything upside down. At the last end of King Ahasuerus' decree, what did he make the women have to do? What did he sign into law that women were supposed to do? Do what? They were supposed to honor their husbands, right? That was what he told them directly. He wrote it into law. Let's go back to Genesis chapter 3. So another characteristic I want you to see, that while he was in there, he's very emotional. So he comes out and has a hissy fit. I want you to see he's very emotional. He's not in control of himself. This is what's behind his violence. Very, very emotional. Keep this in mind. Beautiful, emotional, violent tendencies. Let's get Genesis chapter 3. Pick it up at verse 4 again.
The book of Genesis chapter 3 and verse 4. And the serpent said unto the woman.
Said unto who?
Unto the woman.
Now, why is he going to the woman? It's not that she's the weaker vessel. What does he got in common with her? What's making the pride? The beauty. Who is the beauty linked to? The woman. He already understands what beauty does. He's manipulated angels with his own beauty. So now he comes to the woman because she's beautiful. And what is man's weakness? It's beauty. It's man's weakness. He comes and uses the beauty of her. And he instantly elevates the woman over the man, just like this government system does, which is out of order, out of the way that Yah created it. He instantly doing all of this in this simple stuff that he's doing. Read on.
For Elohim does know that in the day that you eat thereof, then your eyes shall be opened.
Then what shall happen?
Your eyes shall be opened.
Then your eyes shall be open. So he opened their eyes, and what they did caused rebellion. We're going to see that the new man is just like the fallen one. He's emotional, can't take rejection or correction, spread sin. So the first sin that Adam and Eve committed, it was theft. We're going to see how it spreads from here. Genesis chapter 3, verse 15. Genesis 3:15.
Genesis 3 and 15. And I will put enmity between you and the woman.
I will put what?
Enmity between you and the woman.
So it has, we're finna see some, it's two seeds. Read on.
And between your seed and her seed.
So we have two seeds here. And he says, I'm going to put enmity between the two seeds. What does enmity mean again? They're going to have beef. They won't like each other. They won't get along. So the two seeds are going to have enmity between the two seeds. Let's get 1 John chapter 3 and verse 12. And we coming back to Genesis. 1 John chapter 3 and verse 12.
The book of 1 John chapter 3 at verse 12. Not as Cain.
Not as who?
Not as Cain.
Who was of?
Who was of that wicked one.
Who was what?
Of that wicked one.
He is of the wicked one. Who is the wicked one? It's the serpent. All the way back. It's him. And it lets us know that Cain is of the wicked one. So that's told us that the two seeds would have beef with each other. They would have enmity. Genesis chapter 4, verse 1. We're going to walk it through and show you exactly how it came in. We already showed, and we're going to show you how it spread out through the world.
Genesis 4 and 1. And Adam knew Eve his wife, and she conceived and bare Cain.
She bare who?
Cain.
So who is Cain of? The wicked one, right? Read.
And said, I have gotten a man from Yahuwah. And she again bare his brother Abel. And Abel was a keeper of sheep, but Cain was a tiller of the ground.
He was what?
A tiller of the ground.
He was a tiller of the ground. Read.
And in process of time, it came to pass that Cain brought of the fruit of the ground an offering unto Yahuwah. And Abel, he also brought of the firstlings of his flock and of the fat thereof. And Yahuwah had respect unto Abel and his offering, but unto Cain and to his offering he had no respect. And Cain was very wroth.
He was what?
Was very wroth.
He was very wroth. This is emotions, right? Remember I told y'all his seed is very emotional and they are violent. So we see here, we're about to see the enmity right off, the enmity between the two seeds. Read.
And Cain was very wroth, and his countenance fell.
Does he have any reason to be mad right now? He has no reason to be angry. But remember, I told you they're very emotional. Read.
But unto verse 6, and Yahuwah said unto Cain, why are you wroth? And why is your countenance fallen? And if you do well, shall you not be accepted?
All you gotta just do is well and do what I ask you to do, and everything will be right. Vasti, All you got to do is just come before the people and show yourself. Everything will be well. Here, it's very simple. It's no reason that you shouldn't do this. This is very easy, right? Read on.
And Yahuwah said unto Cain, why are you wroth? Why is your countenance falling? If you do well, shall you not be accepted? And if you do not well, sin lies at the door.
What lies at the door?
Sin lies at the door.
He gets a warning before he carries it out, before he does it. All you got to do is just go and get what I asked for. Very simple. Read.
And unto you shall be his desire, and you shall rule over him. And Cain talked with Abel his brother.
He did what?
He talked with Abel his brother.
He's doing just like the serpent. He's speaking to his brother. But what the serpent couldn't do because he is a spirit being, he can do because he's physical. This is what the serpent wants to do, but he couldn't do because he's a spirit being. What did he do? Read.
And it came to pass when they were in the field that Cain rose up against Abel his brother and slew him.
And did what?
And slew him.
Notice, very emotional and violent. Just like the guy that was up there, he's filled with violence. He goes and kills his brother for absolutely nothing. Cain is the first YN. This is the first YN. Same way these boys is out here killing each other for absolutely nothing. He just did it. He is the start of it. Because he can't control his emotions, and he goes and brutally murders his own brother for absolutely nothing. Read on.
And Yahuwah said unto Cain, where is Abel your brother? And he said, I know not.
I know what?
I know not.
Now he's a liar, just like the serpent. He's full of lies. He's full of violence. He's emotional. He's unstable. Can't do what's simple for him because he's controlled by his emotions. Read.
And he said, I know not. Am I my brother's keeper?
Am I what?
Am I my brother's keeper?
You supposed to be your brother's keeper, but clearly he's not. Read.
And he said, What have you done? The voice of your brother's blood cries unto me from the ground.
It does what?
Cries unto me from the ground.
So why did he hide Abel's body in the ground? Why did he bury him? What you say, Ak? He's ashamed of what he has done. This was a little bit of a good quality in him. He was ashamed of what he has done. We're going to see a little bit later when the shame wears off. So he is actually ashamed of what he has done. He has no remorse, but he is ashamed of it. So remember in Genesis 3:15, it says, I will put enmity between your seed and the woman's seed. Has the seed now been cut off? As Abel has been murdered, is the seed cut off? We're going to see. He thought he did. Jump down to verse 25.
Verse 25. And Adam knew his wife again, and she bare a son, and called his name Seth.
Called his name what?
Seth.
Seth name means what? It's a substitute or a replacement. So even though you just murdered righteous Abel, I have got a substitute to take his place. So you thought you cut off the righteous seed. Remember Genesis 3:15, I will put enmity between your seed and the woman's seed. He thought he cut it off, but he didn't. Let's jump back to verse 11.
Verse 11. And now are you cursed from the earth?
Now you what?
Cursed from the earth.
I want you to see Cain is cursed. This is actually a big thing that Cain is cursed now. Read on.
Now are you cursed from the earth, which have opened her mouth to receive your brother's blood by your hand. And when you till the ground, it shall not henceforth yield unto you her strength. A fugitive and a vagabond shall you be in the earth. And Cain said unto Yahuwah, my punishment is greater than I can bear.
My what?
My punishment is greater than I can bear.
He don't take accountability. He says, my punishment is greater than I can bear. So in a emotional, envy-filled rage, you kill your brother, hide him under the ground. That's iniquity. And now you're saying that my punishment is greater than I can bear. No accountability. Read.
And Cain said unto Yahuwah, my punishment is greater than I can bear. Behold, you have driven me out this day from the face of the earth, and from your face shall I be hid, and I shall be a fugitive and a vagabond in the earth. And it shall come to pass that everyone that finds me shall slay me.
Everyone that what?
That finds me shall slay me.
So Yah's about to show him mercy. Read.
And Yahuwah said unto him, therefore whosoever slays Cain, vengeance shall be taken on him sevenfold. And Yahuwah set a mark upon Cain, lest any finding him should kill him. And Cain went out from the presence of Yahuwah.
He did what?
He went out from the presence of Yahuwah.
So I want you to notice, Yah didn't send him away. He went out on his own. He went away on his own free will. He wanted to leave away from Yah. So he gets mercy, and then he leaves from the presence of Yah. Read.
And dwell in the land of Nod on the east of Eden.
So Adam and Eve, when they did what they did, they were kicked out of the garden, but they were still in Eden. Cain is now no longer in Eden. He's outside of Eden. So it's the garden, then it was Eden, and now he is outside of Eden. Remember, it told us that Cain was cursed. Let's get Jeremiah 17, verse 5. And we coming back here. Jeremiah 17 and verse 5. So remember, he just left and went away from Yah. Jeremiah 17, verse 5.
The book of Jeremiah, chapter 17 and verse 5. Thus saith Yahuwah, cursed be the man that trusts in man.
Cursed be the man that do what?
That trusts in man.
That trust in man. How did Cain trust in himself? What did he do that shows that he was trusting in himself? A little bit later. He did what? He left from the Most High's presence. And what was his point of building the city? To do what? To protect himself. So he is what this is talking about. Cursed be the man that trusts in man, that makes flesh his arm. So he's going out thinking he can protect himself. Read.
And makes flesh his arm, and whose heart departs from Yahuwah.
And whose what?
Whose heart departs from Yahuwah.
He is the one that departed from Yah. So I want you to keep in mind that this seed that it says that he is of the wicked one, he is that seed. I want you to see that this seed is cursed. It started out with the two seeds, right? It says, I will put enmity between your seed and the woman's seed. So we see that he is the seed of the serpent, and it just told us that this seed line is cursed. Keep this in mind. This seed line is cursed. So if Cain is cursed, does that mean that his children would be cursed? Let's see. Genesis 9:25. We're going to read a couple things so we can understand this curse.
The book of Genesis, chapter 9 and verse 25. And he said, cursed be Canaan.
Cursed be who?
Cursed be Canaan.
Cursed be Canaan. So Canaan is cursed. So does the curse go down to your children? Genesis 27, verse 46. Genesis 27 and verse 46.
The book of Genesis, chapter 27 and verse 46.
Canaan is the father of the Canaanites. Read.
And Rebekah said to Isaac, I am weary of my life because of the daughters of Heth.
The daughters of who?
Of Heth.
The daughters of Heth. If you look Heth's name up, he is a Canaanite. So Rebekah does not want her son to marry any of these women. Read.
And Rebekah said unto Isaac, I am weary of my life because of the daughters of Heth. If Jacob take a wife of the daughters of Heth, such as these, which are of the daughters of the land, what good shall my life do me?
What good shall my life do me? This is how bad it is, because these people are cursed. Genesis 28 and verse 9.
Genesis 28 and 9. Then when Esau and Ishmael took unto the wives which he had Mahalatha, the daughter of Ishmael, Abraham's son, the sister of Nebaioth, to be his wife.
To be what?
To be his wife.
To be his wife. So he's taken Ishmael's daughters. Now let's get Genesis 36, verse 2. Genesis 36 and verse 2.
The book of Genesis, chapter 36 and 2. Esau took his wives of the daughters of Canaan.
Of the daughters of who?
Of Canaan.
Of Canaan. So Esau purposely went and married the cursed daughters of the Canaanites. What that mean for his seed? You just took on the curse of these people because you just married into the curse. This is why if you marry into these people, you're going to bring a curse upon yourself. Let's go back. Genesis chapter 4, verse 17.
The book of Genesis, chapter 4 and 17. And Cain knew his wife, and she conceived and bare Enoch. And he builded a city and called the name of the city after the name of his son Enoch. And unto Enoch was born Irad, and Irad begat Mehujael, and Mehujael begat Methusael, and Methusael begat Lamech, and Lamech took unto him 2 wives.
He took what?
2 wives.
He took 2 wives. How did Yah set up marriage? So this man who is a part of the cursed seed line all of a sudden does something outside of what Yah has commanded it to be. All of a sudden, there's no Yah mentioned in these people lineage. It doesn't tell us how long they lived. It doesn't tell us anything like this. Just with the other line, it shows that these people have no Yah in them, period. They have walked completely away from him. This whole seed line is cursed. Read.
And Lamech took unto him 2 wives. The name of one was Adah, and the name of the other was Zillah. And Adah bare Jabal. He was the father of such as dwell in tents.
So now it tells us that these people, they are dwelling in tents. Read.
And Adah bare Jabal. He was the father of such that dwell in tents, and of such as have cattle. And his brother's name was Jubal. And he was the father of all such as handle the harp and organ.
Handle what?
The harp and organ.
So now we have music coming into their civilization. All of a sudden now we have music that pops up. Remember, the person in Ezekiel 28 had tabrets and pipes built into him. So now music is introduced. This is the first time music is introduced into the scriptures. Read.
And his brother's name was Jubal, and he was the father of all such that handle the harp and organ. And Zillah, she also bare Tubal Cain, an instructor of every artificer in brass and iron.
So now we have another one of his sons that makes, he's an artificer who makes brass and iron. What do you think he was making with this brass and iron? Weapons. So when you put music and weapons together, you get a deadly combination. We finna see something. So I'm going to put y'all up on something. Read verse 23.
Verse 23. And Lamech said unto his wives, Adah and Zillah, hear my voice, you wives of Lamech. Listen unto my speech, for I have slain a man to my wounding.
I have did what?
Slain a man to my wounding.
So remember, we told you that all his seeds would be emotional. They would be violent. And they wouldn't have control of themselves. When Lamech is saying this, what do y'all think he actually doing right here? Somebody's saying something, I can't hear him. He's bragging. But how is he bragging? What's the form of his bragging right here? Read that again, the wives of Lamech part.
Verse 23. And Lamech said unto his wives, Adah and Zillah, hear my voice.
So he drew an audience. Hear my voice. Read.
You wives of Lamech.
You what?
You wives of Lamech.
He's speaking in third person. Who are the people that mostly speak in third person? What is it? Rappers. Read.
Hearken unto my speech, for I have slain a man to my wounding, and a young man to my hurt. If Cain shall be avenged sevenfold, truly Lamech 70 and sevenfold. And Adam knew his wife again.
We do it right there. Okay. So now we see that he has just murdered, and unlike Cain, he don't hide it. He proud about what he's done. This is actually the first rap. This is a rap right here. Remember what his sons did. One of his sons do music, and the other one makes weapons. He is the first gangster rapper. So if you look this up, it'll tell you. I'm going to read it, what it says. In Genesis 4:23-24, Lamech's speech to his wives, Adah and Zillah, is recorded in the form of an ancient Hebrew poem. It is considered one of the earliest examples of poetry in the Bible, and it is famously known as the Sword of Songs, or Song of Lamech. This is the first rap. This is the first concert, if you will. Does anybody know what concert mean? What does it mean? What does concert mean? When you go to a concert, it shows that you are in agreement with the performer. That's why you are there. That's why you are obeying what the performer is telling you to do. So when you go to a concert, you are in agreement with it. That's why he called the audience. He says, come listen, you wives of Lamech. He's having a concert. This is the first form of it. He has taken the YN thing to the next level of what Cain did. He has made it absolutely worse than what Cain did because he is proud of what he has done. So it started out with theft. Then Cain comes out and does a murder. He leaves the presence of Yah and he takes this filthy attitude and he starts his own godless society away from Yah. There's no mention of Yah around him, and his whole seed line is cursed. So remember, these people are cursed. So should a righteous person marry into these people? In the New Testament, it says, be ye not unequally yoked with what? With unbelievers. It's clear that this side does not believe in Yah because they have walked away from him. So this side is completely wicked in everything that they are doing. They have walked away from him. Let's see what happens when you interbreed with these people that are cursed, because it happens all through the book. Let's get Ezra chapter 9, verse 1. Ezra chapter 9 and verse 1. So what type of people are we supposed to be? Set apart. Set apart from what or from who? From everybody else. We are supposed to be set apart. We're not supposed to do anything that they are doing because you're not supposed to be yoked with unbelievers. Ezra chapter 9, verse 1.
The book of Ezra, chapter 9 and verse 1. Now when these things were done, the princes came to me, saying, the people of Israel and the priests and the Levites have not separated themselves from the people of the land.
They have not what?
Separated themselves from the people of the land.
But what kind of people are we supposed to be?
Set apart.
Set apart. But it says that they have not separated from the people. Read.
Doing according to their abominations, even of the Canaanites.
Even of the who?
The Canaanites.
Ain't the Canaanites a cursed people? We not supposed to mess with them. Read.
The Hittites, the Perizzites, the Jebusites, the Ammonites, the Moabites, the Egyptians, and the Amorites. For they have taken of their daughters for themselves and for their sons, so that the set apart seed have mingled themselves with the people of those lands.
What has happened?
The set apart seed have mingled themselves with the people of those lands.
So it says that the set apart seed have mingled themselves with the people of the land. Remember, it's supposed to be two seed lines, right? It's the woman seed and the serpent seed. They don't supposed to interbreed with each other. They supposed to stay separate from each other. But here they have interwoven with them. Read.
They have mingled themselves with the people of those lands. Yeah, the hand of the princes and rulers have been chief in this trespass.
So the leaders of the thing is actually the ones that's making them do it and causing them to do it. So if you intermingle will it still be two seeds or will it be one seed? It'll turn into one seed. So the righteous seed will actually go away. What verse you at? Read.
And when I heard this thing, I rent my garment and my mantle and plucked off the hairs of my head and out of my beard and sat down astonished. Then were assembled unto me every one that trembled at the words of Elohim of Israel, because of the transgression of those that had been carried away. And I sat astonished until the evening sacrifice. And at the evening sacrifice, I rose up from my heaviness, and having rent my garment and my mantle, I fell upon my knees and spread out my hands unto Yahuwah my Elohim, and said, O my Elohim, I am ashamed and blush to lift my face to you, my Elohim, for our iniquities are increased over our head. Our iniquities are increased over our head.
Read.
And our trespasses grown up unto the Shamaim.
Have grown up to what?
Unto the Shamaim.
Read.
Since the days of our fathers have we been in a great trespass unto this day. And for our iniquities we, our kings and our princes, been delivered into the hand of the kings of the land, to the sword, to captivity, and to spoil, and to confusion of face, as it is this day. And now, for a little space, grace have been showed from Yahuwah our Elohim, to leave us a remnant escape, and to give us a nail in his set apart place, that our Elohim may lighten our eyes and give us a little reviving in our bondage. For we were bondmen, yet our Elohim have not forsaken us in our bondage, but have extended mercy unto us in the sight of the kings of Persia, to give us a reviving, to set up the house of Elohim, and to repair the desolations thereof, and to give us a wall in Judah and in Jerusalem. And now, O our Elohim, what shall we say after this?
So what shall we do what?
What shall we say after this?
So what shall we say after this? So since the holy seed has intermingled with these people that are cursed, what should the people do? What should they do if they try to repent from doing this? What is it that they should do? Hold on 1 second. So what they actually did is they put away the women and the children. They all had to go. So in order to save the righteous seed, the set apart seed, they had to put all of them away because they knew better in the first place. Let's go back to Genesis chapter 6, verse 2. Yeah, read that for me.
Ezra chapter 10 and verse 10. And Ezra, the priest, stood up and said unto them, you have transgressed and have taken strange wives.
You have did what?
Transgressed and taken strange wives.
So since you have transgressed and taken strange wives, now what do you think the reason that they took these wives? What these wives had? What do their eyes see? Go back to the beauty, right? Read.
And taken strange wives to increase the trespass of Israel. Now therefore, make confession unto Yahuwah Elohim.
Make what?
Make confession unto Yahuwah Elohim of your fathers.
You got to own up to it. Remember, the other seed has no type of discernment or can take correction or take accountability for what they've done. Here you have to confess what you have done. Read.
And do his pleasure and separate yourselves from the people of the land.
Do what to them?
Separate yourselves from the people of the land.
Read.
And from the strange wives.
And from what?
And from the strange wives.
Read.
Then all the congregation answered and said with a loud voice, as you have said, so must we do. But the people are many, and it is a time of much rain, and we are not able to stand without, neither is this a work of one day or two, for we are many that have transgressed in this thing.
It says, so we are many that has transgressed in this thing. It's not just a couple people, it's almost all of them. And the priests and the main people that's in charge were doing it. Read.
Let now our rulers of all the congregation stand, and let them which have taken strange wives in our cities come at appointed times, and with them the elders of every city and the judges thereof, until the fierce wrath of our Elohim for this matter be turned from us. Only Jonathan the son of Ashael and Jahaziah the son of Tikvah were employed about this matter.
So again, they had to put away the women and the children that came from this union. So I want you to imagine how hard this had to be, that you had children with these women, and all of a sudden, to please Yah's wrath, you got to put both of them away from you. It had to be a hard thing, but it had to be done. So again, if the two seed lines combine, can Mashiach come? Let's get Genesis chapter 6, verse 1 and 2.
The book of Genesis, chapter 6 and verse 1.
So remember, Genesis 3:15 says, I will put enmity between your seed and the woman's seed, and Cain is the seed of the wicked one. Read.
And it came to pass, when men began to multiply on the face of the earth, and daughters were born unto them, that the sons of Elohim saw the daughters of men, and that they were fair.
That they were what?
Were fair.
What did I ask y'all? What does fair mean again? Beautiful. Here it goes again. The beauty is what's spreading the sin throughout the world. Read.
And they took them wives of all which they chose.
They took them what?
Wives of all which they chose.
They took these wives because they were righteous. Simply because they are beautiful. Remember, the two lines are supposed to be separated. They are not supposed to come together. Genesis 34, verse 16.
The book of Genesis, chapter 34 and verse 16. Then will we give our daughters unto you, and we will take your daughters unto us, and we will dwell with you, and we will become one people.
We will become what?
One people.
We will become one people. So instead of it being two seed lines, if these two seed lines combine, they will become one people. If they become one people, Mashiach can never come. The whole thing is to destroy the righteous seed. So Mashiach can never come. The serpent can never get his head crushed. So if I can't kill you, I'll combine y'all and make you into one seed. See how clever he is to cause this with this YN behavior that's taking place. So what's another way to stop the seed from coming? If I can't get y'all to murder each other, and if I can't get y'all to marry the people that you shouldn't marry, what's another way that I can get the seed not to come? What would be another way? Can't hear you. Inordinate affections between people that don't supposed to have affection for each other. That's another way to do it, through these sick behaviors. Let's get Genesis 9:22. Because we see that Yah caused a flood to wipe all of these people out because they interbred with each other, bringing the serpent seed, taking over everything. Read.
The book of Genesis, chapter 9, and verse
22.
And Ham, the father of Canaan, saw the nakedness of his father, and told his two brethren without. And Shem and Japheth took a garment and laid it upon both their shoulders, and walked and went backward, and covered the nakedness of their father, and their faces were backward, and they saw not their father's nakedness.
So what?
Not their father's nakedness.
So Ham now comes on the other side of the flood, and he brings what was taking place before the flood, he brings it across the flood. He is now did incest with his own mother to bring forth this child, Canaan. So Ham brings this filthiness on the other side of the flood. So they make it through. None of Cain's seed make it through, but Ham brings the filthiness that was on the other side of the flood. He brings it over here. It says there were giants in the earth in those days, and then it says also after that. Let's get Numbers chapter 13, verse 33. Numbers 13 and verse 33.
The book of Numbers, chapter 13 and verse 33. And there we saw the giants, the sons of Anak, which came of the giants, and we were on our own sight as grasshoppers.
As what?
As grasshoppers.
So let's see who these giants come from. It says the sons of Anak. That's the Hebrew word H6061. It means neck, progenitor of family of the tribes of giant people in Canaan. The same as H6060, Anak, a Canaanite. So who do these giants come from? They come from the Canaanites, the cursed people. They come from the Canaanites. I want you to keep this in mind. That's why it says that there were giants in the earth in those days and also after that. So we see how these giants came in. We know that the Canaanites practice a certain wickedness that all of them do. What do the Canaanites practice as a whole? Not one or two of them, but as a whole, what do they practice? They practice inbreeding, incest. They do all of it. Mother and father, son, sister, father, daughter, mother, son. This is what they were doing. They did all of this. This is why he didn't want us having anything to do with these people, because they brought the curse of Cain on themselves. So after the flood, the new righteous seed comes from Shem, and the other two lines go off. They don't follow Yah. So now Ham comes in and brings the abominable things to the other side of the flood. But there's another giant in the book. We see these giants come from Canaan. Let's go Genesis chapter 10. Verse 15 to 19.
Genesis chapter 10 and verse 15. And Canaan begat Sidon, his first born, and Heth, and the Jebusite, and the Amorite, and the Girgashite, and the Hivite, and the Archite, and the Sinite, and the Arvadite, and the Zamorite, and the Hamathite. Afterward were the families of the Canaanites spread abroad.
Spread where?
Spread abroad.
Now they say this only for them, that they were spread abroad. Meaning it's showing you that this seed is spread abroad. They were only supposed to go to a certain spot, but they spread themselves abroad. Read that one more time.
From the top.
What verse was you at?
18.
Read 18 again.
And the Arvadite, and the Zamorite, and the Hamathite, and afterward were the families of the Canaanites spread abroad. And the border of the Canaanites was from Sidon, as you come to Gerar, unto Gaza, that goes out unto Sodom and Gomorrah.
So who was the people in Sodom and Gomorrah? It's the Canaanites. They were responsible for the filthiness. Just like Zach says, to stop the seed from coming, I put y'all in inordinate affections, filthy affections. This is what I'll turn you over to. Read.
Unto the coast of Sodom and Gomorrah, and Admah, and Zeboim, even unto Laasha. These are the sons of Ham after their families.
After what?
After their families.
So right here we see that these people are separated all the way into Sodom and Gomorrah. And then it mentions the other three cities that this filthiness is in. This is why Yah again says, be you separate from these people. Do not interbreed with them. Do not mix with them, because they are cursed. Don't do it. Don't spread it out. Let's get Genesis chapter 14, verse 1. Genesis 14 and verse 1. So it's another giant back here.
The book of Genesis chapter 14 and verse 1. And it came to pass in the days of Amraphel, king of Shinar, Arioch, king of Elasar, Shedor Laamer, king of Eliam, and Tadal, king of nations, that these made war with Barah, king of Sodom.
King of who?
Sodom.
So we know we talking about Babylon, and then we get all the way, and now it's talking about Sodom. Read.
And with Birsha, king of Gomorrah, Shenab, king of Admah, and Shemember, king of Zebolim, and the king of Bela, which is Zoar. All these were joined together in the vale of Siddim, which is the Salt Sea. 12 years they served Chedorlaomer, and in the 13th year they rebelled.
In the what year?
The 13th year they rebelled.
What is the number 13 known as? Why don't some elevators have a 13th floor? So right here in the 13th year, they rebel. It shows rebellion. In the 13th year, they rebelled. Read.
And in the 14th year came Orlaomer and the kings that were with him, and smote the Rephaims.
Smote the who?
The Rephaims.
Who are the Rephaims? This is another group of giants. I want you to notice where they are. What land are they at? They're amongst the Canaanites. How do you think they became giants? Through the same thing, the incest. Same exact thing. Because they were doing the practice of it. Again, it's not one or two little cases. It's spread throughout all of them. So here is the Rephaim. Let's get some more on them. Genesis 15 and verse 20. Let's see who they named with.
The book of Genesis, chapter 15, at verse 20. And the Hittites and the Perizzites.
Now these are Canaanites. Read.
And the Rephaim.
So notice they named with them because they are a part of them. They are giants. So they come the same way that the other giants came from this incest which Ham brought on this side of the flood. Read.
And the Amorites and the Canaanites and the Girgashites and the Jebusites. Keep going.
So these Rephaims, which are giants, are mentioned directly with the Canaanites, and they are among the Canaanites because they are. So both sets of these giants come from the Canaanites, and we see exactly what they practice. So we're going to see it a little bit. Leviticus 18, verse 1. And we're going to skim through.
Leviticus 18 and verse 1. And Yahuwah spake unto Moses, saying, Speak unto the children of Israel, and say unto them, I am Yahuwah your Elohim. After the doings of the land of Egypt, wherein you dwell, shall you not do, and after the doings of the land of Canaan, where I bring you, shall you not do.
So he's warning them up front. When y'all go into this land, those Canaanites are over there already. When you see them doing the stuff that they doing, I do not want you to do it. I do not want you to mix with them people, because if you see them doing what you're doing, you're going to start engaging and you're going to start doing what they doing. But we supposed to be a set apart people. Do not do what they are doing. Now, what are they doing? Read.
You shall not do, and after their doings of the land of Canaan, whether I bring you, you shall not do.
Jump down to verse 6.
Verse 6. None of you shall approach to any that is near you and kin to him.
Anyone is that? What?
That is near you and kin to him.
So anybody that's close of kin to you, your relatives, this is what they were doing. Read.
To uncover their nakedness. I am Yahuwah.
Just like Ham uncovered his father's nakedness. Read.
The nakedness of your father or the nakedness of your mother shall you not uncover. She is your mother.
She is what?
Your mother.
She is your mother, saying don't go in and sleep with your own mother. This is an abomination. This is incest. This whole people were practicing this. Read.
The naked, you shall not uncover her nakedness. The nakedness of your father's wife shall you not uncover. It is your father's nakedness. The nakedness of your sister, the daughter of your father, or the daughter of your mother, whether she be born at home or abroad, even their nakedness shall you not uncover.
So he's letting you know you don't be attracted and sleep with your sister. That's an abomination. They were doing this. Read.
The nakedness of your son's daughter or your daughter's daughter, even their nakedness shall you not uncover. Theirs is your own nakedness.
Your grandkids, don't do it. This is filthiness. The Canaanites were doing this. Read.
The nakedness of your father's wife's daughter, begotten of your father. She is your sister.
She what?
She is your sister. You shall not uncover her nakedness. You shall not uncover the nakedness of your father's sister. She is your father's near kinswoman. You shall not uncover the nakedness of your mother's sister.
That's your aunts. Don't do this. This is filthiness. This is disgusting. The Canaanites were doing this. Read.
You shall not uncover the nakedness of your father's brother. You shall not approach to his wife. She is your aunt.
She what?
Is your aunt.
Read.
You shall not uncover the nakedness of the daughter-in-law. She is your son's wife. You shall not uncover her nakedness. You shall not uncover the nakedness of your brother's
So
wife.
the people will say, well, we not blood. But he's telling you, even with that, you still don't do it. This was a practice of the Canaanite and the Egyptians. Read.
You shall not uncover the nakedness of your brother's wife. It is your brother's nakedness. You shall not uncover the nakedness of a woman and her daughter. Neither shall you take her son's daughter or her daughter's daughter to uncover her nakedness.
A mother and her daughter, you shouldn't do it. So these people are saying, I can date the mother and the daughter because that's sickness. He let you know not to do it. This is the practice of the Canaanites. Read.
Of your son's daughter or your daughter's daughter to uncover her nakedness, for they are her near kinswoman.
And they what?
Her near kinswoman.
Jump down to verse 22.
Verse 22. You shall not lie with mankind as with womankind.
So they were practicing this same-sex stuff. If you do this, you're going to alter the seed, or you have no seed at all if you bring this into fruition. Now, how is one of the ways that you can bring this about in society today? How can you bring this about? Let's think of a whole group of YNs who keep getting in trouble. What do they do with the YNs? They put them where? They put them in prison. And if they in there long enough, what do these YNs start to do? They start to do something that's unnatural. They become like this Sodom and Gomorrah stuff. Then they get out and they get a woman who is attracted to the YNs and get a baby by her. Then they end up getting killed or going back to prison. Where did that leave the child? Fatherless. Now we got a cycle that's being repeated because the YNs are emotional and will kill you for nothing, just like Cain did. He'll kill you for absolutely nothing because just like their father, he's filled with violence. What we read in the beginning. Read from where you at.
Neither shall you lie with any beast to defile yourself therewith.
With any what?
Any beast to defile yourself therewith.
Why does he have to make a law to tell the children of Israel that they shouldn't lie with the beast? Why does he got to make a law and say that? Because they were doing it. And he's telling you, this is why I want y'all to stay set apart. I don't want y'all to do what these people are doing. Because if you see them doing this stuff, you're going to want to become a part of it. Our life is supposed to be simple farmers. You're supposed to grow our own stuff, mind our business, but the city life, the industrial life called you out. So the righteous seed is looking at them seeds over there doing this. It's like when you stay on the outskirts of the city, you can still hear what's happening over there. And you can go to the edge of it and see what they're doing over there. And it calls you to come out and join it. Now you have joined into the curse of these people. Read verse 23 again.
Verse 23. Neither shall you lie with any beast to defile yourself therewith. Neither shall any woman stand before a beast to lie down thereto. It is confusion.
It is what?
Confusion.
It is confusion. That's Babylon. Read.
Defile not yourselves in any of these things.
Do what?
Defile not yourselves in any of these things.
Don't do anything that these people are doing. Read.
For in all these, the nations are defiled, which I cast out before you.
They are what?
Defiled, which I cast out before you.
Which I cast out before you. So let's go right after the flood. Genesis 11. We almost done. Genesis chapter 11 and verse 1. Remember, we are supposed to be separated. We're supposed to be set apart. We don't supposed to do what everybody else do. Genesis chapter 11 and verse 1.
Genesis 11 and 1. And the whole earth was of one language and of one speech. And it came to pass, as they journeyed from the east, that they found a plain in the land of Shinar.
In the what?
In the land of Shinar.
So what was the commandment after the flood for the three sons of Noah? What were they supposed to do? Exactly. They were all supposed to split apart from each other. Ham's seed was supposed to go here. They didn't do it. They spread abroad. Shem's seed was supposed to go here in the quote-unquote Middle East. They're supposed to stay there. And Japheth's seed went to Europe, and they were supposed to stay there. But they didn't do it. Read. They tried to stay with each other. Read.
And it came to pass, as they journeyed from the east, that they found a plain in the land of Shinar, and dwelled there. And they said one to another, Go to, let us make brick and burn them thoroughly. And that they had brick for stone, and slime had they for mortar. And they said, Go to, let us build us a city and a tower, whose top may reach unto Shamaim.
Whose top may what?
May reach unto Shamaim.
Whose top may reach unto Shamaim. So they make them a city the same way Cain made a city. Now, if these seeds all stay together and don't split up the way that y'all just told them to split up, what happens? They what? They become one. Again, it's the same pattern over and over. But we're supposed to be separated from these people. He understands how to mess up the holy seed is to spread it and put it around the filth. And eventually you will accept the filth and you will become a part of it. Genesis 19 verse 1.
Genesis 19 and 1. And there came two Malachim to Sodom at even, and Lot sat at the gate of Sodom.
So I want you to understand that Sodom and Gomorrah is a picture of the lake of fire. In Genesis 13, I believe it says that the men of Sodom were extremely wicked before Yahuwah. So it originally started in Sodom. Then it went into Gomorrah. And then it spread to these other three places. So if y'all don't come down and stop it, what will this do? It's a spread to the whole world. So I got to come down and stop it before it infects the whole world. Read.
And Lot sat at the gate of Sodom, and Lot, seeing them, rose up to meet them, and he bowed himself with his face toward the ground. And he said, Behold now, my masters, turn in, I pray you, into your servant's house, and tarry all night and wash your feet, and you shall rise up early and go on your ways. And they said, No, but we will abide in the streets all night. And he pressed upon them greatly, and they turned in unto him and entered into his house, and he made them a feast. And they did bake unleavened bread, and they did eat. And they did eat. But before they lay down, the men of the city, even the men of Sodom.
Even the what?
Even the men of Sodom.
Read.
Compassed the house round, both young and old.
Both what?
Young and old.
So it's not just the grown-ups, it's young and old. We're going to see it wasn't just men, it was everybody. Read.
Round about the house, both young and old, all the people from every quarter. And they called unto Lot and said unto him, Where are the men which came in to you this night?
Where are what?
The men which came in unto you this night. Bring them out unto us, that we may know them.
That we may what?
That we may know them.
What does we may know them mean? it says that Adam knew his wife as he conceived. What are they trying to know about these men? Remember, it told you that he was filled with violence. Everywhere they go, they're filled with violence again because they are emotional, unstable, and they do all of this stuff and they take no accountability because they are emotional. Read.
And Lot went out of the door unto them and shut the door after him and said, I pray you, brethren, do not so wickedly. Behold, now I have 2 daughters which have not known man. Let me, I pray you, bring them out unto you, and do you to them as good as your eyes only unto these men do nothing. For therefore came they under the shadow of my roof, and they said, stand back.
Do what?
Stand back.
They finna get violent. Read.
And they said again, this one fellow came to sojourn, and he will need be judged. Now we will deal worse with you.
They will what?
We will deal worse with you than with them.
What are they threatening to do to Lot now? They're saying we're gonna rape him. So these are not the typical fun boys that we see here. These ones are violent. They will take what they are coming for. So again, filled with violence. We have an emotional, effeminate group, but they gangster at the same time, and it don't seem to go. So the being in Ezekiel 28, if I could describe him in human terms, he would be like Prince with Liberace clothes on. Very wise. Prince and Mike. How about that? All right. Captivate the people and move them through song. But what's different is he violent. That's the part that gets you. He's violent. And he will kill you. And all his children are the same way. Read from where you was at.
Now we will deal worse with you than with them. And they pressed sore upon the man, even Lot, and came near to break the door.
To do what to the door?
To break the door.
To break the door. So they're getting violent with it. They having a hissy fit outside, trying to get in to rape Lot and the angels that's in the house. So again, this is a picture of the end times right here. Hold that. Get Revelation chapter 20 and verse 10. Revelation chapter 20 and verse 10.
The book of Revelation chapter 20 and verse 10. And the devil that deceived them was cast into the lake of fire and brimstone.
Into the what?
The lake of fire and brimstone.
He was cast into the lake of fire, which burns with brimstone. So keep that in mind. Genesis 19, verse 24. So he had to stop it because, again, it was spread into this 5 cities. It was eventually going to spread to the whole earth. Genesis 19, 24.
Genesis 19, 24. Then Yahuwah rained upon Sodom and upon Gomorrah brimstone and fire.
Brimstone and what?
And fire.
Same thing that we read about the lake of fire. So he had to destroy it and to stop it. So it shows you when sin is not contained or cut off, it spreads just like in the flour with the yeast. It spreads throughout and it consumes everything that it touches if it goes unchecked. In Genesis, it described the being as a serpent, right? That's what it described him as, right? Let's get Revelation chapter 12, verse 9.
Revelation 12 and 9. And the great dragon.
The what?
The great dragon.
Notice what he called now. He is grown from a serpent. Now it's calling him a dragon. He's no longer just a serpent, the little thing. Now he's fully out into what he's doing. He's grown because the sin is uncontained. He's grown into a dragon. So it starts with the beauty, and this is how he spreads it out throughout. He used your own eyes and your lust within you to spread it throughout the world. So this is why it's very important to understand what you were watching and what you allow into your eyes, into your ears, and your being, because beauty is vain. And it shows it because it started out with him and he brought it down into the earth and he spread it all throughout the world. And now we back at this times again because Sodom and Gomorrah is no longer behind the scenes. It has come out the closet and it comes out into the middle of the streets and shows you what it's doing because it has no shame anymore. And with that, this court is adjourned.
Any questions? You got any questions on the chat, Nate? Questions, concerns, comments?
All praise to the Abba.
You love it? Not yet? You love it?
Let's see what they do questions wise. I hadn't seen this part of it.
Teach part 2. Teach part 2.
All right. I don't like to have any questions, so we're going to go ahead and adjourn. All praises to the Abba. I hope you have enjoyed my Adawan YaaQob and also my Adawan Brandon, the reader, as he brought forth a magnificent lesson to help us understand what happens when you do that which the most, when you do that which the Most High have said, don't do. Don't do that. And we did it. And so, yeah, I hope you learned a lot from this. And I hope you're able to govern yourself and realize, notice that behavior when you see it. When you see somebody just being way abnormal, like violent, that's why. Because they have that serpent seed. That serpent seed is running rampant in them. It doesn't make sense. You ever see somebody that just goes straight to violence? And you go, what is wrong with you? That's what it is. That's that serpent seed. And now we have an explanation for it. That's that serpent seed. Yeah. And it's carried by the beauty. Because that beauty, men love. You know, I flipped through Facebook and I'm amazed at how many women show their profile, their breast lines, and how many show their legs and their behind. They want you to see this. They want you thinking this. You know, sometimes I ask them, I said, do you know that men don't real men are not looking for women who have body parts out. Like, y'all don't know that? Like, I'm not interested in a woman who's showing her breast line on the internet. I'm not interested in a woman who's showing her behind on the internet. That's not appealing to me. But these women do it. They show their legs, they show their butt, they show their breast line. They want you to see as if you don't already know that she got lady parts. They think it's a secret that they got to share. Oh, you didn't know I had lady parts, so check this out. I knew you had lady parts because you were female. You were a lady. You're supposed to have lady parts. I don't have to see it to know that they're there. I don't have to jump up and down to you know, to realize that, oh, you got lady parts. Like, that's not something that I'm gonna chase you down for. But this is how they present themselves. And I'll be honest with you, that's really sad. That saddens me. It makes me sad when I see a woman and I might think, oh, that's a nice looking woman. You get pulled into her beauty. But not even pulled in. You just notice that she's a nice looking woman. And soon as you look at her a little harder, you see a breast line, you see her behind, you see all her legs. And this isn't for you that they're doing this. This is for the whole internet. Everybody on the internet can see this clearly without hindrance. So you telling me that I'm supposed to be excited about what everybody can get to see? I'm supposed to be excited for that? It's hard for me to think that I'm excited because everybody gets it. It's not special. It's not special. I want something special. I don't want something common. I don't want something that everybody gets. I want something special, not something common. But they make it common. They put it on the internet so everybody can see it. Hey, everybody, look at this. Hey, everybody, check this out. Hey, everybody, I have a behind. Here it is. Like, that's the opposite of appealing. Because what that tells me as a man is that you desire a high amount of attention. You desire a huge amount of attention. And I'm not going to be able to give you that attention, all the attention that you desire. I got stuff to do. So you're going to turn to the internet and you're going to search for that attention. You're not going to be content with me coming and saying, hello, good day to you, kissing you on the head, kissing you on the cheek. No. That's not going to be sufficient enough. You got to go way above. Because if you're not going way above, she's not going to sit and chill. Nope. She's not going to sit down and chill out. She's going to be all in the streets. She's going to be all on the internet. She's going to be all out there for everybody to see. And all of your hard work and your labor that you putting forth trying to build anything, it's going to all be for naught. Because she's not going to be content with sitting down and relaxing while you out getting it, while you out making it happen. That's what they show. They don't understand this. they think, oh, you controlling. No, I'm not controlling. I just don't want my woman craving attention from everybody. I want my woman to have in her mind and her spirit that I just need attention from my man, from my husband, from my uh, uh, protector, provider, not anybody that I can get it from. Because see, what happens in those situations is you come home and some fella's sitting on the sofa, and you like, what's this? So now you in a whole other situation. And who want to be in that situation? Who want to be in that situation? Or you call her and she don't answer the phone. Why am I calling you in the first place? You supposed to be at home. I'm supposed to be out here making it happen. Why am I calling you? See, this is where things get all twisted up and all backwards. But women don't understand this. You know, I've seen attractive women, and I thought, man, that's a nice looking woman. But she's wearing a bikini. I can't talk to a woman wearing a bikini online. It won't work. She wearing a bikini online, she not looking for just me. She looking for all that she can get. So I had to pass right on by that. I can't even come and say, hey, how you doing? My name is Hazaki Yahoo. I can't do that because she not looking for just Hazaki Yahoo. She looking for as much attention as she can get. That's why she's wearing a bikini online. So don't get swept up in that beauty, because that beauty is not your resolve. That beauty is not your friend. That beauty will get you in a mound of trouble. Remember that. Remember that. This is a good lesson. And as like I said, I hope you took notes because he hit on a lot of positive places. But I got it right here for you. Remember also, links as always in the description box. So you can go directly to the video, the original video, or you can check it out right here. Don't forget, also, YaaKazaki Yahoo is imploring all you Israelites, all you sons of YaaQob, sons and daughters of YaaQob, you daughters of Sarah, you sons of YaaQob, to pray with us, palau with us, all right, in abundance, as taught by Hamashiach in Luke chapter 18. Pray with us. Pray with us and watch the Most High move. You pray for me as I pray for you, and watch the Most High make these things happen. All right? All praises to the Most High. All right, we'll go ahead and shut it on down. We do this for a very specific purpose. All right? Romans. Man, my mind went blank. Romans chapter 10 and verse 1. Brethren, my heart's desire and prayer to Ha'abba for Israel is that they might be saved. We want to see our people saved. We want to see our people set free. We want to see our people restored to the prominence in which the Most High have said that he would do for the children of Israel. How are we going to do it? First of all, keeping the faith and the belief in Hamashiach, the Messiah, to return to do the work that the Most High have set forth for him to do, and that is restore the children of Israel, regather us, and put us back in our own land, and restore us to prominence, the prominence that the Most High have said that he would. All right? That's what we're waiting for Hamashiach to come and do. All right? Also, Ecclesiastes chapter 12 and verse 13. Let us hit a conclusion of the whole matter. Fear the Most High and keep his commandments, for this is the whole duty of man. It is so very important to understand that in the conclusion of the whole matter, we are to fear the Most High and keep his commandments. For this is the whole duty of man. At the end of the day, when it is all said and done, all the dust is settled and all the smoke is cleared, we will be judged on whether we have feared the Most High and kept his commandments. Why? Because this is the whole duty of man. I am YaaQob, as always and forever, giving all praises, honor, and great esteem unto the Most High Power, Yahuwah Bashem Hamashiach Yahushua, and to the 12 tribes of Israel who are scattered to the four quarters of the earth, I say shalom, wa baruchim, that is peace and blessings. And I cannot wait to the day when the Most High brings us back together and we are once again 12 tribes, one family, one nation, under the Most High power, under one covenant, back in our own land with a heart of flesh and no more a heart of stone, with our enemies, our adversaries, and all those who hate us under our feet until that day come. Shalom, Israel.